How you doing, everyone? Welcome back. Well, this is a story that's kind of ridiculous here. So ridiculous that I just had to go over it. Right? Even more ridiculous than having big old George right down here in my lap. Yeah. This. Do you remember the Q-Anon Shaman, Jacob Chansley? Jacob Chansley. I don't expect you to remember that name because he was one of about 1,500 or so who were arrested and convicted of crimes on January 6th of 2021. Jacob Chansley, the Q-Anon Shaman. If you're not sure who this guy is, this is the guy who painted his face red, white, and blue and had that headdress with the horns on it. The shirtless dude with the headdress and the face paint. That guy. Yeah, like the buffalo horns or whatever it was that he had. Well, this guy, he's quite a character, right? He has learned to actually hate Donald Trump, but not in the way that you might expect, right? This guy is still a conspiracy theorist. He's still a whack job. He still buys into the whole Q thing. This guy was going to run for Congress in Arizona on as a libertarian, on the Libertarian Party ticket. But, apparently he didn't file his paperwork or something. I don't know what happened there. That's my understanding of it. Anyway, that's not relevant. This guy, he has decided to sue Donald Trump. Yeah, he is suing Donald Trump. I'll give you an idea how nuts this guy is, right? And this video is not going to be as long as some of my others, right? But, yeah, this guy, outright insane. He is suing Donald Trump. I don't know just exactly what the grounds are for suing Trump, but he is suing for, get this, $40 trillion. That's trillion with a T, as in like about 5 times our national budget, right? National budget is about $8 trillion. This guy is suing for $40 trillion. That's, I don't know, how many zeros is that? I don't know, don't care, not going to count them up. That's a lot of money, right? Well, yeah. Obviously, this lawsuit is not going to go anywhere. But he is also claiming that somehow he is the rightful president of the United States. Now, you've heard me be critical of Donald Trump, right? I know you've heard me be critical of Trump if you've watched this channel at all. This guy, right? This guy is completely unhinged. I mean, Donald Trump is not a smart guy, and he's not all there, and he's unhinged, right? And, to make matters worse, he's in a state of mental decline, quite possibly dementia and or Alzheimer's, right? Possibly. Don't know that for sure, but he's showing symptoms, right? So I personally believe that that's what it is, but I'm not I'm not someone who can diagnose that. Not qualified to make that diagnosis. I just know what some of the symptoms are, and he is showing symptoms. Well, Jacob Chansley, I mean, bad as Trump is, dumb as Trump is, Chansley, the QAnon shaman, would be exponentially worse. He thinks he is the rightful president of the United States, and he is suing for $40 trillion. Listen, MAGA, right-wingers, what is with you guys? Huh? I mean, obviously you're not all that stupid. Not all of you. I mean, some of you are pretty dumb. Not all of you. I mean, some of you are smart people who legitimately want this kind of fascistic regime to take over. Some of you are complete morons who don't really understand what you're asking for. Don't understand that once we go through all of these targets, they're going to come for you. A huge number of you are conspiracy theorists, which, I'm sorry, conspiracy theories are just overall nutty. And I'll get into some conspiracy theories, I think, here in the near future. Basically try to debunk them a bit. But yeah, the QAnon shaman wants $40 trillion, and he wants his place as the rightful president of the United States. Man, I thought Trump was nuts. Man. This guy is out of his mind. I think this guy could stand to see a mental health professional. Sounds like he really needs it. So, Mr. Chansley, if you're watching, it's not going anywhere, man. You are not the rightful president of the United States. And you're not going to get your $40 trillion, man. Just not going to happen. In fact, this suit is going to get laughed out of court, if it hasn't already. Alright? Dude's a moron. Anyway, I'll see y'all.